Hello again, Yellow Van fans. We finished up in Banff National Park, and now we are in Glacier National Park. Now, it took us a while to get here, and we came through a lot of rain, which is why we haven't recorded much so far, but we did come through the Going to the Sun Road, which is one of the most beautiful drives in there, but we've done it before. We couldn't see too much of it because of the rain, huh, Lou? And we got to camp, but it was raining, so I didn't film any of setting up camp. We just tried to really quickly get our camp set up, and now we are at Last Best Pizza, which is just outside of Glacier National Park, trying to get some dinner.
I really like this place because this is Marshall and Lava Huckleberry. Huckleberry.
Yellow Van fans, it is a rainy day here at Glacier National Park. We got our breakfast made, and now we've just headed down into town to look at some of the shops and stuff while it is raining. Alright, we explored some shops, we got some gas and ice, and now we are just waiting to get some food at the, what's this place called?
Huckleberry Patch.
And it's called Patch's Barbecue inside the Huckleberry Patch. Just waiting for some food here. Had a rainy day, so we haven't really done much in Glacier National Park. Like you probably saw, we went down to town, looked at some of the shops and things, and then we went out and we visited one of Megan's relatives that lives here in the area, so we had to drive a couple hours for that, so we just were able to listen to an audiobook and stuff, which is something we like to do while we're traveling. Now we're back at camp and we're just getting dinner ready. Good morning again, Yellow Van fans. We are on the trail from the Apgar Visitor Center to the Apgar Village here in Glacier National Park. We got up this morning. We got up a little bit late because everyone was pretty tired. We made some breakfast and now we're on the trail. We also got our paddleboard inspected, so later on we can go paddleboarding on Lake McDonald.
We are going to go get Huckleberry ice cream.
Right after we got done paddleboarding, we did a little drive up to the McDonald's Falls, and we looked at those and did a little walk around them, and now we are at the Trail of the Cedars, which is by the Avalanche area of Glacier. So we're going to go do this little hike here, see what we can find. So we had dinner at our campsite after we went on our hike, and then we also had a fire, and now we are headed down to the ranger program. That's the last thing the girls need for their junior ranger badges. Good morning again, Yellow Van fans. It's another morning here in Glacier National Park. Today is our last day, so we are packing up camp and just going to have a little breakfast. Today we're having breakfast that doesn't require the stoves, so that we can get those packed away early and not have to worry about dishes or cooling anything off. Okay, we are on our way back home. We're almost back home now from Glacier National Park and earlier from Banff National Park. So we already recorded the review of Banff earlier, but now we're going to do a little review of Glacier this time around. So Megan, what did you think of Glacier?
I like Glacier. It's always one of my favorites. So this time the weather wasn't as great, and so we didn't get to do as much in it, but the one day that we had with good weather was really, really nice.
Yeah, we had almost perfect weather that day, and just really were able to have a good time paddleboarding and doing some hiking. So really beautiful. Yeah, Glacier is one of the prettiest places, and Banff was really pretty too. Yeah, they're both really, really pretty mountain parks. But Glacier is amazing. It's called the crown of the continent because it is so beautiful, and we had a good time there. Let's see, what did we do? We drove the Going to the Sun Road. We drove from St. Mary to Apgar Village because that's the way you can drive without having a reservation. If you are going from Apgar Village, which is on the west side, to St. Mary's on the east, then you need a reservation to get in. So just be aware of that. That adjusts a little bit every year, but I'm guessing that those having some kind of reservation in place is probably here to stay, just because there are so many people who visit Glacier now, and there's only a few months of the year in which that road is actually open. 3 months really is all you get out of that. While we were there, after we had driven it, there was snow up in Logan Pass, which is the high point on that road. And they got, you said like 11 inches?
11 inches.
Of snow, and this is the end of August. So, there are times when it's not open for very long at all. So just expect reservations there, and there are a few other places in the park where you might need reservations as well, so always make sure that you are checking that ahead of time. We were at the Fish Creek Campground. That's where we were the last time we were there as well. We like it because it's right on Lake McDonald, so it's easy to paddleboard from there, and it's kind of a good location there. But there's a lot of different campgrounds in the park, so they do fill up, but there are a lot of different sites, so you can always check and kind of see what you can get there. Sometimes people will cancel their reservation and you can get in. And we also did the Trail of the Cedars. This was our first time doing that hike. Really a nice, easy hike for families. It's mostly boardwalk and kind of through what they describe as like a Pacific Northwest forest there. So a really, really nice place there. And we had a nice time. And on the day when it was raining, we were able to go visit some family of Megan's that live in the area. So that was fun too. Overall, we had a really good trip out to Banff and to Glacier. Anything else you want to say? Okay, see ya.